Right. Big thing I'm going to say, I'm going to turn the audio down a bit more, is that the biome has completely changed in the Silent Cartographer.
Yeah, the one thing I did notice
Halo
is...
2's biome.
Yes. The only other problem is there wasn't that much detail back then to really... Yeah.
Well, it was always just that sort of plains, grey rock and isolated looking, whereas this looks like tropical and beautiful in some place I actually want to be.
Yeah, what the fuck is that? That's my first.
That's
thought.
a Halo Infinite Elite. They're doing the same exact thing, where they're reusing assets from the last game.
I'm sorry, but just go back a second on that Elite.
He looks blurry.
Where's the detail?
He looks blurry as fuck. That's because he's an infinite.
Like?
That's because he's a infinite re-asset.
Yeah, do you know what he looks like? He looks like when I have to turn my fucking exsistance on back on the Intel graphics card. That's what he looks like.
Yeah,
he looks like
you can tell it's
Unreal
5 because it's just blurry as fuck and not loaded in properly.
Also, it looks like I've turned fucking super sampling on a fucking Intel GPU.
Exactly. Like, I will say, there's certain instances where the game looks a little better in these cutscenes. Like, looks
yeah,
there's
nice
it starts
touches.
to look a little bit like Halo 2's blur cutscenes. But that looks rough.
Wait. Gun. First concern. That only has round of 32.
Yep, it's 32. Sounds completely wrong. You'll hear it in the gameplay trailers, but
yeah, I heard.
Well,
better point. I don't even see the bullets.
Exactly, the muzzle flash is fucking shit. That's a re-asset as well. The fucking needler.
Well, first question: what the fuck happened to the needler? It's tiny.
It's tiny. It's the Halo Infinite one again.
The only thing that they've done right is the Warthog now has a proper engine. It has a
That's
V8.
the Halo CE.
The Covenant are putting up a real fight. The Cartographer must be here.
Yeah, what the
fuck?
Hunters
don't get one shot by the Magnum.
Yeah, so the Magnum.
Look at that fucking pulse rifle. There, that's
pulse rifle. That's not a pulse rifle.
That's a plasma rifle. But look at that bump.
You
see that bump?
Yeah.
It used to just be like that. It's just rounded at the front.
It's
Pranagonan. It's got a bump, a boner.
Yeah. Chief's armor doesn't look
quite right. No, this is again.
It's the wrong shade of green.
It's the wrong shade of green. It's the Halo Infinite model.
Oh, you know what it is actually. You know what it is. It's because it's now matted.
Yeah.
Because to me, that armor in that game is like fully fucking chrome.
Yes, it's very.
Oh, the water's nice. But then again, the old water was nice. Old game water's just.
Yeah.
Also, did they just seriously just do the
Under this island. The Cartographer is a map room that will lead us to Halo's control center.
I think this cutscene looks pretty darn.
Did they just use the voices from the original game?
The gameplay trailer.
Yeah. Man was clearly running this on Intel.
I hope my audio's fine.
Ooh, piece of candy.
Again, this cutscene feels very Halo 2 rather than Halo CE.
Yeah. But I guess we should expect that because it's probably the same way they did the anniversary.
Yes, a lot of people have been saying that this is like Halo Anniversary 2, and that's all it is.
Yeah, it's just like 343's version of the Hunter Bedrock.
Again, you've got 343 Halo Infinite grunts in the game.
I guess the problem varies. I guess if you didn't play the original.
Oh, by the way, if you don't notice, the HUD.
Yeah, it's up there, which is...
Why is that up there? This is a very Halo 5 looking UI.
Yeah.
I'd prefer if it looks more like Reach, which was already a redone of
Here's another problem as well. Outline of the helmet is not for the Mark 5.
Oh my god, that is Mark 6 outlining, isn't it?
Yeah, I know. That's literally just the Mark 6 outline. Even though... Well, but actually, no, I'm not going to comment on that because memory doesn't tell me now if that's what it looked like in the original.
The game never had an outline.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say it didn't even have a HUD back then. Actually, did it?
No, it just had the health bar at the top. It had the marine.
Yeah, call out there. Call out there.
Right next to your health. I don't think it had like ammo and shit
Mark 6.
here. I don't remember where the ammo was. I think the ammo was down here actually. I don't remember.
Again, though, I guess the problem is if I never played the original Combat Evolved, fair. But the problem is that I think a lot of the people who want to play this have most likely played all the Halos.
Yes, I prefer HUD-wise. It looked more like Reach. I'm not saying it needs to be exact like Reach because Reach did have its own creative liberties, especially with the color. With Halo Seas was a very light blue, Reach was a very dark blue. Color-wise, it's just off. Like it just needs to be a different tone. I don't know what's quite wrong with the HUD.
I think the whole thing is too bright. Because the problem is,
if you look at the original, it's more translucent and more bright.
CE was a very much more purpley shade game.
Yes, yeah, it was.
It was very much more a purpley filtered game, which doesn't help this. Because do you know what I see when I look at this?
What?
Do you remember the video, that Halo 5 multiplayer in real life thing?
Yes.
That's what I'm seeing right now. In my eyes. Like, it looks... I won't say too realistic, but like, if you get me, it looks...
It's stylized,
like,
really.
overly detailed.
Yeah, overly detailed. It's very stylized, realistic. But at the same time, it looks like every other Unreal Engine game. Really weird.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because like... It makes... Because Anniversary 2 was very detailed, but Anniversary 2 still looked...
It was a 2014
Halo-y.
game. It was, yeah, it looks Halo-y. But even then, it still messed up a few things with its like original assets. Like I think the SMG in Halo 2 Anniversary looked wrong. There was sprint, and if you don't notice, there's weapon bloom. That being the spread goes out as you keep firing. Not sure how you feel. I've never cared for that sort of mechanic, but.
Magnum's really odd.
Yeah,
don't like the sprinting.
Is it
Oh, I do like the.
Because I said this to Gary. Is it true that you couldn't press down on the sticks on the Duke? So they literally for Halo CE ran out of buttons, and that's why they never did sprint.
Press the thumbsticks down on the Duke.
Yeah, could you press them down?
That is a good question. I will have to test that.
Because I'm pretty sure they ran out of buttons, and that's the only reason why they never added sprint. Other than the fact that it just wasn't necessary.
I think you can click the button down on the Duke, but I don't know if it was... I don't think if they were programmed to do it, if you get me. If to take a reaction. I would have to research that.
Let's go find the map room. That will show us the location.
Yeah, look how the shot of the animations on the marine are. They look like CE animations a bit, but they just sort of teleport. I'm not sure if you can see this on the stream, but it also has multiple artifactings throughout the video. I should have showed you at the beginning.
I won't lie. No, because I won't lie. I watched the trailer, and I even thought the trailer looked blurry.
Yeah.
At points.
When they're coming in, right here, you can see this background. Load the fuck in.
Yeah.
That is bad. When they're like going past that fucking building there. You can see the shade. Oh, I think it's just.
Yeah, the cloud. The cloud. I saw the cloud.
You can see there's fucking shading loading. Yeah. And by the way, this is Halo Infinite reuse of assets again. This is Halo Infinite's Forerunner design.
Yeah. Do you know? I just realised as well. Or better question yet. Why do they make it this way and not just run fixed fucking cutscenes?
I know. I don't get it either.
Because surely you would, because if you just ran a fixed fucking cutscene, but then had it like cut at a specific point in a way that it blended in to make it seem like it was still the running cutscene, so that it still had that seamless transfer. Because honest to God, like I've seen it in so many games where like if it just ran a seamless, if it just ran a fucking pre-rendered cutscene, you wouldn't have that problem. No one's gonna notice.
They get dated though. Not like I think that's an issue of today's fucking pre-rendered cutscenes, but you know. As long as you fucking record in 4K. By the way, artifacts right there on the screen.
Yep. Yeah, I just saw the gun flicker.
Worse than it did yesterday. Might just because I'm using it on different monitor.
No, but I
There's a
saw
little
it when
detail
it-
here. He gets out the plasma pistol. You can see the electricity like shoot out of it.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I noticed that with like. I did notice. I do like some of the Covenant.
Look, you can see it coil
Yeah.
on the floor. You see it coil on the floor. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. I was gonna say. They do well with the Covenant weapons. I must admit. A lot of the time. Except for the needler. What the fuck?
I think they
happened to
do
the
better
needler?
with the Covenant weapons because they have to like actually create it in such a way where it's more customized. Whereas the weapons they try going for this more realistically built, which gives them this flat, muddy, watered down sound effect. Like that pistol don't sound right.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm waiting to the.
Understanding of Halo's subsystems.
And
We
it
need to
fires
find a
far
security
too fast. I
override
think
to
it's
get this
too
door
weak and
open.
fires too fast.
Cortana to keys. Go ahead, Cortana.
Yeah, I'd say the old pistol was that well as it suggests the Magnum.
Have impeded our progress.
A Magnum
Unless we
pistol
disable this
has a lot of
security
brute
system.
force in it.
We're still en route to the objective.
Get the fuck out of that seat, bitch.
Here are your orders. I want you to
Oh, by the way, they've done some new lines. And like re-recorded some and spliced them with some.
Yeah,
There's
I was
some
gonna
old
say, I
sound
noticed
effects
some
in
of
the
the
game
lines.
as well, which sound great.
Let's move down the beach.
It's really confusing which one's like what's new, what isn't.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the only thing that I really like out of this is probably the Warthog. Just because it's.
The gun heats up as well. That's a cool detail.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I mean. This is literally the only good thing they've done with the game so far, in my opinion, is the Warthog.
Looks like there is a path into the interior of the island.
As in, they got airless tyres?
Yep. I was wondering that because that was like a thing that was never there in the original. The Elite snaps onto that and he stays onto it.
Oh,
the Marine
he fucking-
stays floating on the fucking vehicle,
Yeah,
and then he
I was
just
about to
suicide
say.
bombs.
And then he gets back
He
in.
gets back in.
Mate, but nah, he just hardcore, mate. He's just hardcore.
Chups Dibbo or whatever his name is.
I do think
They
the
got the
airless
old
tyres
voice
is the
actors
stupid
for
idea.
the Marines as well. I'm not sure if it's old
Yeah.
lines or new ones.
Yeah.
But see, no rock.
I'm not sure about the airless tyres.
I don't like that either. That's too tanky.
No, not even that. It's just I'm sure like at some point you could like lose a tyre on some of the games.
Yeah. Halo Infinite allowed you to lose the tyre and drive around without the tyre.
Yeah, because it made the car that little bit harder.
More interesting, yeah. See, if you didn't see there, it outpikes right as the hunter shoots his gun. You see it bigger pixely.
Yeah,
I'm not
the
sure if you
power
can see
for
it
it,
on the
mate.
stream.
I want to know what they used to run this demo.
Yeah.
Because let me tell you now, if that's like a 5090, we're fucked.
Yeah. Another
doubt
detail I
it.
spotted as well, with the shield regeneration, it's not got that electrical look, it's got the hexagon look from Infinite.
Yeah.
But also, the shield does not cover the hands, like the palm of his hands. It only covers the back of his hands. You'll see that later on, but that's a pretty interesting. Yeah, the shield.
Oh, what the shield ability?
I don't think there's overshields.
There's no.
Yeah, if we go back, or like he's running up here, it would be around here. There's no overshields. I'm not sure if they're hiding that on purpose because it's a demo, or they haven't fucking developed it because they're lazy. But there's no overshields there.
I say ChatGPT can't comprehend it.
I think it's because you can drag the Warthog down here, so they didn't want to give you overshields. But the point of the overshields being there is so you could do one-on-one with the hunters. Because that was the first introduction of the hunters, and that's how they taught you how to fight them. So it takes out that learning. Again, there's the original needler sound. Picking up ammo. Good sound. The jackals look good. I like their shields, the translucent look to it, like the original.
bit hard to fuck that up. Then again, it's hard to fuck up a lot of this, but they've somehow still managed to do it. But hey.
Old voice lines. I just hope they have the when elites go flying.
I doubt they even go flying anymore, actually.
Yeah. No ragdolls in this game, people.
Yeah, I was about to say, if there's no ragdoll, what the...
Oh, something I should mention, actual blood splatters in this game.
Oh, well, not like the fake MS dot paint spread.
Yeah.
Well, that's
but no, the last
to
Halo
see.
games didn't have no blood decals. This game does.
Oh, what, even on Infinite?
Nah, Infinite had
Oh,
blood
really?
when you on impact, but it didn't have any that splattered.
Oh.
Use the holo panel
Yeah.
to shut down the security system.
Is the Halo Infinite elite.
Render,
In the Halo Infinite hallway.
render.
Old sound for the energy sword, which is nice.
Good. That should open the door that leads into the main shaft. We need to go to the main.
So you press a
facility.
button and you
Let's
get a
head back down
cutscene of just a random elite.
Mayday, mayday! Dropship Bravo 22
Yeah.
taking enemy fire! Repeat, we are under heavy fire and are losing altitude! Understood. We're on our way.
At least they made the pistol a little stronger than they used to in other games, but still nowhere near enough combat evolved level.
Yeah. I don't mind it being nerfed, but holy.
Also, it doesn't have any
Chief, Bravo 22
sound
has
to it.
weapons. After I saw we
Oh.
were up against hunters,
He lost
I
his
thought you
car.
could use them.
By the way, he jumps down in this way and he has that old school like slide down the fucking wall, so you don't actually see that there is full damage in the game, but there is full damage in the game. And speaking of full damage, it regenerates. There's no health packs.
Ew.
My thinking exactly. If again, I hate to harp on it, but I prefer Reach's more health regeneration, where you went down a segment and it would recover to that segment.
What, the bars?
Yeah. Like if you went down 2 bars, you'd go back up to max, but if you went down to 3, you'd stay on that 3rd bar. And it had like the yellow state, the red state, and the blue state. And that just doesn't look like proper Forerunner. I mean, it's not a bad Forerunner design, but it's partly good because it's taken from the old games. But
What the
You
fuck
know,
happened
I-
to that box? Go back. Box on the left.
box on the left.
Hold on. Was that light or was it like a sparking?
I think it was sparked.
Oh, fair enough. It just looked like
Yeah,
it was like.
that's like a spark that's going on.
Oh, fair
It's
enough.
like
I was just looking at it, I was like, what the fuck? I said, fucking shader's not working.
I like the sound of the warthog, and I like how the engine like has that.
Actually sounds like an engine this time.
Well, it has that startup, like you're turning the key.
Yeah.
Bit of lag there on the video.
The hard bit is I can't work out if it's just a stream lagging or if I should see.
I think that's the video. Then you'll see him. Again, here's another thing about this dial, right? It doesn't look right. It's not. It's like overcomplicated. They've gone and made it like way too stylized.
I went to look at the dial and then as I went to look at the dial, he just decides to shake the fucking gun like no tomorrow.
Yeah. I'm not sold on this armor. This cutscene does look like a Blur cutscene.
Blur. Dee-dee-dee. Oh no, that's copyright.
Oh, sorry, I should say Blur Studios.
Duke. I thought he waved his out to see yet. Yeah, that fucking PS5. Halo on a fucking PS5. She's
Yeah.
got a big gun.
Need to my wife when she puts her fucking dog down. Right, let's go from the start here.
RP. Rockstar points. Halo Combat Evolved remastered before GTA 6.
I think someone was complaining, I don't remember if it was in the gameplay trailer or it was this in this trailer, but someone sticks an elite with a grenade and just doesn't react to it. Unlike the original where they start fucking screaming.
Yeah. Not that, but the corpse launch.
Halo campaign evolved, Xbox, PC, and for the first time, PlayStation. It'll be arriving next year.
Oh, no wonder why
We've got Dan,
the games don't
Max,
work well.
and Greg from the development team. Guys, let's get into this. Why
Take
is
it
this
back.
the right game for right now?
Spacebar.
Campaign remake.
Back.
It's
Hold
coming
on.
to Xbox,
Now.
PC, and for the first time,
Now.
PlayStation. And
Back. Do like a back with the arrow button.
That's it.
Oh, that's space.
No, this is back on the arrow button,
No.
but 5 seconds.
No, it's like in between that.
You mean?
There you are. There's your problem. That's why the game's
What
running
is that
so
grid?
shit. He's got a Razer keyboard plugged in.
That's a
He's
death
he's running it on Synapse. He's fucked.
Ugh,
first time, PlayStation.
Great time to revisit Combat Evolved for new players,
Is it?
for established Halo players,
Is it?
maybe even for old friends playing on different hardware today, to allow them to play together and enjoy the franchise together again.
For the
But we
first time,
don't.
it's really important for them to be surprised by new content and feel like excited again about exploring the ring world. Whenever we make a change, the number one thing was to be true to the original game.
For every one of those topics that comes up, there's someone who is
And
incredibly
there it
active.
is.
Pause,
There's
pause,
that.
pause.
There's that line.
True to the original fucking game.
Here's the
you ain't
thing.
got the right amount
Here's
of
the thing.
ammo in
This
your
game-
assault rifle. You're fucking sprinting. You've got the fucking Mark 6 HUD armor. Fucking
Yeah,
hell.
here's the thing as well. They're doing the same shit of what they've been doing for the past 10 years. They're doing all the most minor and silly shit issues, the same mistakes again and again and again, not learning for it. And they're doing it with this game again, where it's all the little things that just pile up to make making the whole experience be dragged down, because there's a lot of talent in the studio, but it's dragged down by the market, by the leaders' constant little mistakes. Like, this game is, instead of with Halo Infinite, they learned to not use like individual contractors. They've outsourced most of the game to other companies, so it's still contractors, but it's now as a company of them rather than individual ones. So you're repeating the same fucking mistake. You know, it's just the same mistakes over and over and over. It's the little things that are just not quite right, and it's just off. And you think you'd learn after the third fucking
You got my
time.
stream muted.
What's your stream?
That sum it up right?
Yeah, that sums it up.
We're kicking it old school. We can play 2-player co-op on consoles, on the couch together, just like we did back in the original. What do you have to do differently to account now for 4 people running around?
For different co-op counts, we will make some of the spaces larger. We also want to make sure we're authentic to the encounters themselves, so it's a balancing act between that difficulty tuning
The
and,
spaces are
making
massive
those
in the first
encounters,
place.
the right size for the right space.
I understand that we've done some special tune-up works to the beloved Warthog.
We have. There's a new seat, what I like to call the golf cart seat or the bumper seat. This is on the back of the Warthog, so now you can bring everyone with.
Mind if I join you?
Let's talk a
Okay,
little
that
bit
is
about
fr-
one of
okay,
my
that-
favorite
that's
a good
aspects of the
change.
Halo franchise. What is
Especially
the
now
skill
that it's got 4-player co-op.
Never had in a Halo game.
Are you a lasso guy? I think you yourself told me that you don't think anyone would
Who
ever
gives
be.
a shit about this? Honestly, I'm just talking
do not
about.
underestimate
Oh,
them. and
will
they
the
will
players
find a way.
defeat Lasso? Yes.
So Halo's always been known for its sandbox. How has this
Ah,
evolved?
fucking-
We made sure
It's
that
just a
anything we
grind.
included isn't going to drastically change the way the game plays, to change the sandbox in a drastic way, but there's some really fun kind
Speaking of changing the sandbox in drastic ways, there is 9 new weapons.
9.
9. My guess is, so it's going to be the energy sword, the fuel rod, and probably the flamethrower. As for the others, I think it's going to be carbine, battle rifle. I can't really think of much else other than those two. Maybe the gravity... not the gravity hammer, because there's no roots. So I don't really see a reason to have a gravity hammer. I know there's the needle rifle, apparently is in the game.
I guess that makes sense, because there technically was one in Reach.
Yes. So it's even,
That's just
it's
their
either that or the
advantage now, is
carbine.
anything that was in Reach can now
Yes.
technically go.
Oh, yes, that's true. There might be a bunch of... Maybe that fucking laser gun. The Sentinel beam is probably going to be in the game. Other than that, I can't really think of anything else. Maybe you get a grenade launcher. I really do not know. But I know it's going to be all the original weapons you couldn't have picked up, plus the flamethrower. Apparently the needle rifle, battle rifle is probably going to be in the game. I wouldn't be too surprised if it wasn't. You know, that sort of thing. But 9 new
And
weapons.
that's across, enemies, weapons, vehicles, things that in the original CE you weren't able to do before that you now can. You finally kill the elite with the sword. That weapon hits the floor and you can pick that up and just, kind of really take it to the enemy.
All these weapons, by the way, have been painstakingly remodeled, rebuilt, higher fidelity. How do all these things kind of come to life?
That comes across through the way they look, the way they sound, the effects, the actual panels on the weapons themselves, the ammo counters.
With Unreal, the fully dynamic lighting within Lumen allows us to get those effects, right? That rich plasma
Fucking
lighting up
Lumen.
and brightening the environments.
I fucking hate
Of
Lumen.
course, one of the hallmarks
They're
There
not
was
much
quite a
effect.
bit of development between Halo CE and 3 to kind of how the Flood behaved and just how they interacted with the player. So we've pulled a lot of those Flood behaviors into this game.
And I would say this is a learning specifically from CE to Anniversary, which is just kind of that mood, the atmosphere, the tension, the horror, and really delivering on that from the way that we stage the encounters and the setup and how we reveal the Flood.
In Halo Legacy, there were some pure form units. We've pulled in a
So this is the new thing
familiar
about
friend,
the Flood.
familiar feet,
They're bringing the tank over from 3.
familiar
I
friend,
guess.
Which,
familiar feet.
if it's a case of, oh, they're popping out of the tank, like the Aces tanks, completely fine. But this is potentially law breaking. So there's that. Apparently it's going to be the same story.
Well,
just
that'd be
completely
stupid
same.
otherwise.
It's a challenge
Exactly.
for players.
Stupid otherwise.
As we were building this out, we
One,
didn't
two,
just
three.
kind of put a new coat of paint over the original cinematics, right? We ended up revisiting exactly how they were blocked out, how they were sequenced, how they were put together, and we've done that across the board.
We have access to original source assets.
It's
original
weird,
source
'cause, like,
code,
certain
and
bits of the
access to
armor
the original
don't need to be
storyboards.
shiny
We
or
are
shiny, and other
remastering,
bits aren't.
remixing the music to go along with these cinematics.
The
We
armor's
also
back to
had
front.
The core principal cast.
The
come in
black
and
bit of his
re-record all the
suit
lines.
How
was
much
shiny.
firepower would you need to crack
Yeah,
one
when
of
it
the
shouldn't
This
be.
really
yeah.
provides a degree of fidelity.
I'm super excited that this game will include 3 brand new bonus missions. Tell me a little bit about that.
It was really important that we preserve the original story as it is. So these missions specifically are meant to be a prequel, a setup for, the main course. These new missions are going to offer some new opportunities for character interactions, maybe between, Chief and Johnson.
So, 3 new missions.
Prequel.
Prequel, potentially on Reach, Mark IV armor by the storyboards. I don't know what to think about
That
that.
might. It depends. We'd have to see further on, because if they do it right, fair in that game,
They have shown nothing about it. This is the only things they've ever shown. It's more of a thing that we know about it, but we don't know quite the contents of it.
We've got some new mechanics, maybe some new AI behaviors, things that haven't been done before in Halo CE.
I think we're just getting
Word that
started.
scares me.
The ultimate love letter to the game that started it all. I would call upon our entire Halo community to welcome with open arms this next generation of players. I'm excited to just relive these experiences again for the first time.
Send them back. Send them back. Send them back.
Right, I'm
Send
gonna
them
put
back.
on random gameplay. I'm just gonna yap.
Random Halo one.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right, let's put on GameSpot because I imagine they don't fucking give a shit. But seriously, it's just the same. It's essentially the same fucking game with a new coat of paint. So it's a Halo Anniversary 2. I don't want to be a negative Nancy about it, but
That's kind of your whole gist in
I know
life.
it's my whole gist,
So
but it's like,
please do.
there's a lot of good here, a lot of well-made stuff, but at the same time, it's just all off. It's like off-centered. Like, it's all just off-centered. Like, why is that not even the right... It's not even the right shape. Not even the right details of the building. Like, if you look at the original, it's got this other bit jetting out, and it just doesn't have that. It's like... It's just off. It's uncanny. While at the same time being really well-made. I swear these developers are, like, being fucking constrained. Because they could make a really good Halo
Why do you
game.
think all the good ones left?
Yeah, that's the other thing. Every single art director has left. So they've clearly not...
And why do you think? Because actually, I can point out another point.
There's the whole thing of the AI scandal, of them using
here's the
generative
thing.
AI.
Here's the thing. You're saying that scandal and that. Plants vs. Zombies Remastered have just been done for that.
Mm-hmm.
And pointed out. EA have just put out a fucking statement saying that they're with a AI studio thing partnership.
My God.
As in, I noticed a load of random EA games like put out like, oh, we love the free creativity of our community and all that bollocks, and then an hour later that pops up on my screen. I already know this is what I'm not saying the complete downfall, because right now this is the end of mainstream, and we're gonna go through another indie takeover, I think, for a while. This is
that. The problem with indie games is that most of it is shovelware.
yeah.
Go back to Halo. It's just apparently I've heard that the library is being changed to make it less, well, shit. Hopefully.
Yeah, but being shit was the whole fun of it.
You're like a sadist, you're like crazy, isn't it? That fucking level shit. It's just run around in the same fucking rooms doing the same damn thing. Speaking of the same rooms, I get that they're changing stuff up biome and stylistically to make it less repetitive looking. Because a lot of the Forerunner stuff was just like, oh, it was just flat textures of like just muddy textures, muddy grey textures, and that was it. So they could have done, you know, they could artistically do a lot of liberties with that, you know, just do whatever they wanted. But going the Halo Infinite just reuse of asset way was not the way to do it. I think calling back to a lot of Halo 3 would have been far better, rather than reusing assets. I mean, you can reuse certain assets in the parts of Halo Infinite's Forerunner design where it was calling back to these original Halo designs. That would have been perfectly fine. Because at that point you've already done the work. But the fact that the majority of it is a reuse of assets, that just bugs the shit out of me.
Yeah.
I like the water, I like how it looks, I like the beach.
Oh. Yeah.
Other than the obvious artifacting and lag and general just Unreal 5 isms.
Again, the big question
It
is
looks
how
fine.
is that? What is that running on? Because I do have a theory as to why that might be running that way. I wouldn't be surprised if they are using like the super sampling and all that, because they're probably paid to use stuff like that. Because I imagine this game, I wouldn't be surprised if they would like try and sell this game to go with that ROG Alloy Xbox thing they've just sold. Because that would be, because this whole, the way I think they're trying to sell this is, other than it being a reboot, they're selling this under the idea of cross-play and being able to play with people who've maybe ditched the Xbox.
Yeah, that's basically trying to realising that people have ditched the fucking Xbox and trying to keep them.
Well, the
games
thing
as much
is
as
that's their whole strategy at the minute. Is they've gone. No, everyone's talking about ditching the Xbox now because of this and that and this and that, and they're just realising that their money maker now is going to be from just the games themselves and all the different ways you can play Xbox games. But even then, the ROG Alloy's already fucked up because a load of the old Xbox games that people had in their libraries didn't even fucking work on it.
The Warthog is destructible. of course, like any other Halo game.
Oh yeah, I'd hope so.
But it wasn't in Halo CE. You remember?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was never destructible in the original.
It was.
No, you'd die in it. You'd blow the fuck up, but it wasn't like fully destructible.
Oh yeah, but what I mean is like it had a health life, but it was
yeah,
literally just
yeah,
it didn't like slowly deteriorate. It shot out smoke, and then it blew up.
Yeah, so it just went on fire and just blew the fuck up.
Yeah, you know what? I'm noticing a lot of releases ain't doing well this year.
It's because games are just crap, bro.
Can you name me a good release that's happened so far this year?
No. So this game is releasing probably in the later half of 2026. Yeah, they've not got a lot of time to sort of redo a lot of shit to make it quite right. I don't think they're ever going to make it quite right. I don't think they care enough. I think it's just going to be like Halo Infinite reuse of assets. I think environmental design, I think we're stuck with the Forerunner shit, so... bit of a shame, honestly. Because that original art was just, you know... that was the original art, and you've got to respect that. Be more like the classic. I think I've said everything I wanted to, really. It's just not quite right. It's not quite where it should be for it to be a proper fucking Halo remake. I feel like a lot of other people have summarised it in a really good way. I think Hidden Experience summarised it in a good way. It's just repeating of the same mistakes again, and it's so obvious again. And like someone, I think, summarised this game as Halo Combat Evolved Infinite.
I was gonna say she just added like a Combat Evolved add-on to Infinite.
That's basically what it is. It's on Unreal Shit 5.
I'll tell you what though, I'm glad that they remastered this one.
And not the others.
Because if they'd done Reach, not Reach, I mean, well yeah, if they'd done Reach I'd been pissed. But I'm mainly thinking, I've been really pissed if they finally did the Halo 3 anniversary and they come out with that shit. Blue crab!
Blue crab.
Right, game is saved.
They've got a lot to do to actually make it the remake it needs to be. Not even should be. I mean, like, every remake I think should need to stand on its own and be more of its own thing. Because at that point, what's the point of it existing? You know? Like with the whole like with Silent Hills remake, it was different. And because of that, the original isn't defunct, even though you can't really get the original on modern stuff. You know, it still has its own reason to exist. It's not a replacement.
Yeah.
And I don't want the remake to be a replacement. It does need to be a bit of its own thing, but the way that they're doing its own thing by being just reuse of assets, by being the same mistakes, lack of like interest of actually like making things similar but different, like with sound effects. I get that they don't want to use stock sound effects like Bungie did, but I think the shotgun was like a Spaz 12 or something like that. Just get a Spaz 12 and re-record it and make it sound as similar as you can, even if you have to mix it a little, even if you have to edit and tweak it a little. Does not matter, I do not care. Just make it like sound and appear and trick my brain into thinking it's the same. Because that's what a remake needs to do. It's a trick. It's tricking me into thinking it's the same when it's not. A remaster needs to be the same. And that's what Anniversary failed at, being the same. Because it was just Reach looking plus some ugly other stuff and it just didn't work. It needs to be its own different thing, or tricking me into being the same. And it's not quite doing that. Especially visually. This looks like Halo 2 to me.
Yeah.
Like, I look at this, if you told me this was Silent Photographer modded into Halo 2, I'd go, it looks a bit different, like fidelity wise, but yeah, I could see that. And then I'd see that assault rifle and go, okay, so it's in Halo 3. I'm hoping the original MI5B 60 round mag fucking bullet hose is in the game, and they are two different distinct weapons.
I still think this, to me, just looks like when you see people do like the fake gameplay.
Everyone's been saying that. So many people have been saying that. People have been saying this looks like a fan-made Unreal 5 demo.
What?
Okay.
Why did it, what the?
That was CE jump scared, isn't it?
I took offence to that. Damn, he took that hit.
But I'm gonna build a photographer, an original, really quick. But yeah, looking at the anniversary version, it does kind of give that similar, like, tropical look that they're going for in the remake. But that still looks a little bit more desolate and isolated looking compared. It's too vibrant in the remake. This is more blue and calm and really lonely looking compared to the bright, tropical, fucking really nice fucking Saturday night out on a park bench looking out to the fucking seaside looking at her. Why is it not loading? MCC people.
Halo in general. Free for free.
Oh, I know. See how that's like got this real blue, purplish tone, yeah.
I was gonna say straight away purple fucking it's a fucking depressing to see. Ah, that's also why the cutscene doesn't feel right.
Because you're not in first person.
It is all real time. Yeah, so it's all in real time.
But yeah, you look at that brutalist design. That's not the same fucking building, is it?
No, but the problem there is very.
Like you can. It's like it's flat textures. It's like you could do a lot with that. It doesn't need to be the exact same texture-wise, right? But there's that little bit there, that outcropping, done. That doesn't exist, I don't think. But as long as you keep the same sort of brutalist look to it, instead of being this triangle.
Do you know the problem? Yeah, no, it's not even that. Do you know what the biggest problem is? The other one is shiny new, completely fresh and blue. That one's got
this one's
wear
really
and age.
dirty and really aged and ancient looking. I mean, look at it. It's got bits of fucking green on it, like it's being oxidized.
Baby shit. Well, yeah, which would make sense because it's by the sea. But then again, that proves another point: is that should be just rotten.
But yeah, I don't think that's there. This is like a completely different building.
Yeah.
Again, it's flat textures. It's just the one texture. Like this is.
Yeah, but even so, it still holds more detail than most.
Yeah, like you could definitely do a lot of creative liberties with this, like with a lot of the later games injected in, right? Because it is very bare bones outside of this bit or this bit.
Yeah,
like this bit looks
still,
all like
even so,
watered on, like it's been because it's close to the ocean. It's got like fucking weathered by it, right? That's quite a lot of detail for CE. Same with that. But all this bit, you could do whatever the hell you wanted. But the fact that it's a different building is what peeves me off. This is anniversary.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, if you look at
it's the same building. Actually, you could have done like even if it was anniversary's version of.
I know it doesn't look as weathered, but it still looks.
If it looks more like this, it would be better. I think this is more of a Reach version of the Forerunner design, which I don't mind. You know, that's perfectly fine. If it looked like this, perfectly fine. But no, they went for a completely different building. That's just vaguely doing the same thing, where it's just like, where it looks like a bit like a fucking rifle or whatever the fuck this is meant to be. You know, it's got this tropical look, but look how it still looks isolated. It still looks like it's at the point, like this looks like it's in the morning, rather than the sun being over here. It's over there. It's like that white-ish part of the day.
Yeah.
Rather than
the rocks look properly eroded. The sky looks prettier as well. In old.
Yeah, I think that as well.
Hang on.
Like, you can't really see that. In the remake, they did do one thing right, and that's putting this planet here. this gas giant and making it look proper instead of Anniversary that makes it look all hidden. I don't know. Even Anniversary's like environmental design, as wrong as it feels in this game, still looks more to the original than the remake's gone for. Like this bit right here. There's this nice glass thing that lets you see into like the underneath. Like even this bit. Like they've got that bit of trickery where it's flat texture, but it looks like there's something underneath. Not in the remake, not in the Anniversary edition. That's a loss of detail in my eyes. Loss of environmental style. Again, this kind of looks almost kind of the same in the remake. Yeah, it's just not quite right. Like, that's the same in the remake, which is nice. There's just something about these old games that's just so pleasing, charming, and perfectly lonely.
That, my friend, is why I own an original Xbox.
Just all these old games, Half-Life, you know, this game, every game that sort of just looks like this, just has this feel to it that's just not ever been replicated. Which I'm not going to ask the remake to do. I don't think it will ever possibly, you know, in a new graphic style, be able to truly replicate it properly. This sort of barren, lonely feel is just completely gone. Because they've gone for this bright, happy sunshine look.
That was general detail. They just you'll never get a flat grass ever again.
You never get this like oddly high res PNG grass. I mean, look at that. Yeah, I think we kind of have to just see what the game is like for ourselves when it comes out and go further from there, really.
Yeah.
So that's that. That's the recording over. I've said what my piece. Bye-bye, recording.